Hey guys, Nick here, Last Stop Reviews. Here today with a case review of the Krusell Orbit Flex with a multi-adapter. This is a leather flip case. It's really nice quality leather too. It doesn't give off that funny smell like some cheap leathers do. The stitching on it is really nice, and overall it's a really nice quality case. Now I've been using this for a few days and I really don't have that much bad to say about it, but let's just get up to the close-up cam so you can see this firsthand. Okay guys, so as I was saying, this is the Krusell Orbit Flex with the multi-adapt. Now the first thing I want to touch on is the multi-adapt and how that works. On the back here you see you have a clip. Now the clip actually can be transferred and changed into many different things just with releasing the latch on the back. Now how this works is there's a little kind of a push pin here that you just get in there with the pin and push it down. Now you can either leave it blank, or leave it empty like this, have just a regular standard clip, or you can have a swivel clip. And I'll show you the swivel clip right now. Just slide that in there, and like every swivel clip in the world, slide that on there so you can easily take your phone off just with a press of a button. Now, I really did like this feature really for one main reason. A lot of times with cases you have a choice. You can have one with a swivel clip or you can have one without. So the fact that Krusell adds the functionality that you can have it with or without is really nice for the simple fact that you really can have a case now without the bulge on the back, but still if you want to put it on your belt, have the nice functionality of the swivel clip. Now as far as the inside of this goes, it first of all flips down to the bottom, which I'm really impressed with for the simple fact that I used to have a leather case very similar to this. It was a Trexta Mia, and it flipped up. The problem with it when it flips up is when you put the phone up to your ear, you have this frickin' thing sitting on top of your head, and it just looks, you just look dumb walking through the mall like that. But with this, it just hangs down, it looks perfectly normal, and it's not a huge to-do. Now it also has little slots here that you can put a card, business card, really whatever you want, credit card, so if you don't like carrying your wallet around for some reason, you can just driver's license, credit card, and be on your way. Now as far as some of the things I don't like about this case, the material they use here on the back is really, it's not the softest material in the world, it's a little bit rough. And with how tight the phone slides in here, it really doesn't make me so much nervous that it's going to scratch the phone every time, but it definitely makes me think that there is a possibility of it. But once it gets in here, just like really any leather sliding case like this that I've seen at least, you have the bottom open up here. Let me get rid of that. The bottom opened up on both sides, chrome exposure along the top and along with the sides. Now one thing I wasn't so fond of, let me get up close here, is as you can tell, the cutout here isn't really that accurate. So the strap here actually covers the silent switch. So you definitely have to dig in there a little bit to get to that. But the volume rocker is very nicely exposed, you can get to it very easily, as well as all the stuff on the top. Now when it flips over, it just has a little magnetic button here, just whenever it gets close it just kind of pops right into place most of the times. Of course it's not going to this time. And the camera holes, again, nicely cut out. So as far as for using this goes, I was really impressed with it. I like the flip down feature. I like the multi-adapt. I used it a few different ways. I would either clip it to my backpack, clip it to my belt one day, and it was just nice to have the options to really do a few different things. The speaker has nice little mesh hole cutouts here, so you really aren't losing a lot of sound functionality. Although I'm not really sure who's going to be using the speakers when it's in the closed position anyways, but at the same time it's nice that Krusell gives you that option. Now as far as the exterior of this case goes, I was actually really impressed with it. They did a really nice job with the stitching here. It looks really professional. The Krusell logo here is in metal, so if any of you guys have a Docker's wallet, I'd really compare it to that just out of the build quality, because the leather is really nice, it's nice and soft, it has nice padding on the outside, the stitching is dead on all the way around, and lastly, the thing I was most impressed about is I don't even know what to call it, but right here, instead of using leather so it just kind of free flips, they use plastic to give it a little bit of extra durability. So you don't have to worry about it just kind of flipping around all willy-nilly. It definitely holds the position a little better so it's not just dangling down here. So I was really impressed with that, and overall guys, I was just really impressed with this case. Now I'll put the price right along the bottom right about now, and probably in the beginning too, that way you guys know how much this costs, and I'll put the website up in the comment box. But guys, this is the Krusell Orbit, and I was really impressed with it. It's not really my style for an everyday case, just because it doesn't offer protection along the top, but I will say when I was using the bodyguards and this, I was really fond of that combination. Just for the fact that it definitely has a nice luxury style to it, and with the bodyguards it offered excellent protection. But guys, this is the Krusell Orbit with the multi-adapt, and I'll check you guys later.